Yo, 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 I'm back. It's been a long time. I know it's probably your first time seeing my videos, but I haven't been active on this channel a lot. Today, new video, rich versus poor. This is my first time seeing this video, my first time reacting to it. By the way, I am a reaction channel, but not only a reaction channel. I am a YouTube channel, an entertainment channel. So I don't do just reactions. I do a lot of stuff as long as it is entertaining. So if you're interested by that, subscribe to my channel. Let's get into the video and let's get into it. Video is by Jublee. Rich versus poor. Is the economy maybe rigged? It's in French, but I'm watching in English.
As a real estate guy, I can make millions of dollars and use the exact same tax loopholes that a Donald Trump would use and pay effectively no tax. And does that make me a bad guy?
I mean, tax is a fraud, but tax is a scam, but we're not ready to talk about that. Yeah, why would I pay for something that I own? That's basically tax. You own that shit now, you gotta pay to keep it. That's basically taking your money and stealing your money for no reason at all.
I heard it, I just studied the tax code.
It makes you a bad guy, yeah.
This man said it makes you a bad guy. No. This man is just being smart by not paying taxes. You want to pay the whole shit? Pay the whole shit. He doesn't want to pay the whole shit. He doesn't. He's not the bad guy. He's just smarter with his money. That's why he's rich and probably you're poor.
Being poor is a choice.
First question, is being poor is a choice? Now, I don't believe being poor is a choice, but staying poor is a choice, because if you're born into a poor family, you have nothing to do about that. You just born into a poor family. But if you stay poor, that's your decision. That's your choice. You have to work for it. I don't care. Find something, do something. You don't always need money to make money. For example, you can make YouTube videos, you can make videos online, you can do whatever, work online, drop shipping, all of that shit. Invest in crypto. You don't need a lot of money, you just need to start. So yeah, being poor a choice? No. Staying poor is. Only two? The fuck?
I do not want to be disingenuous to ignore systemic issues that we all experience, but I feel like it's 2021 and there's a lot of free resources. I mean, Facebook has a lot of free courses. I think that poor is also a mindset.
I agree. Originally, when I came out here, I started straight at the homeless shelter. I had to flee from domestic violence from my family. Most people in general don't choose to be poor, but since I've been here, specifically in LA, a lot of people outside, they don't want to come into the shelter because they'd rather be in the tents.
I mean, I grew up poor, so I have been on both sides of the coin, and I can reflect.
You see that you have both sides of the argument. One is poor and choosing to stay poor. It's not like she's choosing, but she doesn't. She's not doing her best. But the other one was poor and now is rich and decided to do everything she got to do to not stay poor.
Look back on some of the lifestyle choices that I was making, some of the people that I was hanging around. So I don't think that people can initially control if they're born into poverty, but I think that there is a certain level of control that comes along with being able to have that determination and that resilience.
Facts.
Can I have the disagreeer step forward?
We need to realize that these people are on the street not because of their own choosing, but because of the system that we live in perpetuates these things.
If I could speak to that,
bro, you're dumb as fuck. If you still blame the system for being poor, bro, this system does not give a fuck about you. This system wants you to be rich so they can take more money than you. So what you do, you gotta be like the first guy and find loopholes in taxes so you don't pay more. You get me? So the poor pay a lot of taxes and the rich find loopholes to not pay a lot of taxes. You get what I mean? Don't blame anything and everything on the system, bruv.
come from a family that once relied on welfare and
Especially where you're from. United States, the fuck?
food stamps. And I have been blessed enough to make millions of dollars in real estate. But had I bought real estate from 2005 to 2008, I'd probably be bankrupt today. I just bought it at the right time.
People wish to be rich, they don't want to be rich. The
Facts.
difference is, do you take action? That being said, I agree with a lot of your points you're making about people not really having the resources or the opportunity to have any kind of action plan.
Some people don't even want to be rich. Like, I don't want to be rich. Like, but I also don't want to be poor. I'm happy in the middle. And I would want to live in society where they could perpetuate people to let themselves out of poverty.
This man just said he doesn't want to be rich. The fuck you want to be then? Bruv, listen, back in the days you could say that, you know, I'm happy in the middle and shit. That would be fine, bruv. But with the fucking recession we're having and, you know, the inflation and all of that shit, trust me, bruv, being in the middle is not going to help you. You need to be rich because in this day and age, they are getting rid of the, like, you got poor, the middle class people. You got poor, you got rich, and you got middle class. They are trying to get rid of the middle class. You're either rich or poor. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be on the bad end of the spectrum. You want to be on the good end of the spectrum.
Through programs and just be in the middle.
Billionaires should not exist.
Let's see, why not? They should. If they worked hard, if somebody is working hard to get all that money, let him have all that money, bruv. If I'm smart and I want to have all this money so I'll be set for life, me and my whole entire family, let me have it. Of course, donations exist. I can donate some of it. I can give away some of it to charity. In Islam, there is the zakat thing. You have to give like 2.5% of your money each year. So that's a good thing you can do. Like if I make $1 billion, I have to give away like, I guess 2.5 million, or I don't know, but something like that. But yeah, I have to give that money away to poor people. So, you know, there is things you can do, but you can definitely be a billionaire. Nobody gives a fuck.
I don't see how anyone could ever spend $1 billion. It's not.
Why do you want him to spend it? He just want to have it. I want to have it so I can spend some of it and live lavishly, and my kids can spend some of it and live lavishly, and their kids can spend some of it and live lavishly. Meanwhile, they still making money, bruh.
Not a necessity to have that much money, and I feel like there is a certain cap in which, like, you can completely survive and thrive with this amount of money, and then if you surpass that, you're just hoarding.
And then we've seen what people with billions of dollars are doing with their money. They're going to space for fun. Like,
Right.
clearly.
Facts, bruv. I have that money to go to space for fun. Why would I not go if I have the let me know if any of you fuckers, rich or poor, had the opportunity to go to fucking space for fun and see Earth from outer space and see how the space looks like. Wouldn't you fucking do it? It's a childhood dream of ours. Every one of us at some point in their childhood wanted to be a fucking astronaut. And now that I have the money and I can do it for fun and live my childhood dream, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna pass on it. The fuck? No, bro.
If we tax those people
Stop being
properly,
stupid.
get their wealth and distribute it to people who need it, that'd be a much better.
Why do you need to get their wealth? Why? Listen, this level of entitlement is fucking crazy to me. Crazy. Why the fuck do you need that amount of a billionaire to give you his wealth? For example, if I worked 25 years of my life to get to the billionaire status, 25 years of my life, but then when I get that much money, I'll get taxed for it until most of it being taken away and given to somebody who is not willing to even fucking put the work in. Why? Why? It's not their money, it's my money. I worked hard for it. I built companies, I built jobs for these fucking bozos. So why would I give you my money now? Why all of a sudden that I'm a billionaire, I should give you my money? The fuck? Don't be stupid. The entitlement is fucking crazy, bro.
Better use than going to space for fun.
The fuck?
Personally, I don't think there's an issues with
That's why you got
billionaires
braces and
existing.
fucking.
The issue for me is that they need to be held accountable the same way poor people do. And I'm talking about the justice system.
When you look at a lot of billionaires who have gotten that way because of the just incredible amount of value they've given to society, I won't even talk about a huge, crazy billionaire. I'll talk about Jay-Z, who's a billionaire. He made amazing music. That's how he became a billionaire. And so I don't think it's the government.
No. Jay-Z did not become a billionaire because he was making good music. Jay-Z became a billionaire because he was making smart moves with his money, with his millions that he made from music. So what's stopping you from making good music, then making millions, then putting those millions back into your fucking companies and all that, and into investments, and making $1 billion? Because Jay-Z is working with the NFL, Spotify, I don't know what else, but I'm pretty sure he has a lot of money. I'm pretty sure he has a lot of assets, a lot of companies, a lot of businesses. He's not stupid. He's smart with his money. So why all of a sudden you want some of his money? Because you was dumb as fuck and you didn't know what to do, and he was smart, so you're entitled to some of his money? The fuck? No.
It's job to interject and say, okay, you have too much, we need to give it away. I mean, it would also never happen in any other arena. No one's gonna go, hey, Simone Biles, you have too many gold medals. We're gonna take them from you and we're gonna give them to the other people who weren't as talented as you.
Facts.
I completely agree.
I completely disagree. I feel like that is the government's job. And Jay-Z, like you said, Jay-Z made his money from music. That's his labor. He's a musician. He's selling his talent. But then when he invested in the alcohol, then he's using other people who are harvesting the wheat, the agave. They're breaking their back. They're
Bro,
using.
he's not using them. He's paying them, bro. That's paid labor. That's what's called a job. That's what billionaires do. They make a company, then they get people like you to work in those offices, bro. A job, and you get paid to make them more money. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. You don't want to do that shit. Just go make your own billions, bro. The fuck? I hate this guy. I don't like this guy.
Their labor.
So do you think that you shouldn't invest in those people? Should they just like say, the hell with your dreams, I'm not going to invest in you?
I'm saying.
What about the job?
What do you mean?
They're having jobs.
Yeah, but how much are they getting paid for their jobs? Oh, those jobs in the third world where they're getting paid pennies,
Yeah,
and then
versus
Jay-Z
no
makes
job.
millions off their labor.
How much do you pay your employees?
You think harvesting
than
isn't
enough?
going to exist if Jay-Z doesn't invest?
If I may interject, I pay my employees like incredibly well, and I let them choose their own hours. Someone who works for me is a single mother. I pay her $50 an hour. And I think that people that are providing jobs and opportunities, you can hate on them all you want, but at the end of the day, like, nobody would work that job if it wasn't in some way, shape, or form worth it.
People who make $1 billion get a fraction of the value they create. Everybody here who has a business understands that. Even Jay-Z only gets 15 cents a record he sells. Okay?
Yes, that's because he got exploited by the record label who's using his labor to make money. It's the same
You
thing
keep using this word
when he
exploiting like
invests.
you understand the record business, of which I am in, okay? Record labels back hundreds of artists. Do you know how many go busto? Yeah. Okay? They're taking risk in an artist by the tapes, paying the engineers, marketing, etc. They're exploiting them. Yeah. They're taking on a bet.
Yeah, that's how businesses work. You make an idea and you take a bet on it. If it works, boom, you're a billionaire. You got shit ton of money. If it doesn't work, it was a flop. Try again. Why is it being exploited? Why are you being exploited? Imagine if I had an employee, right? He comes up to me and he pitches to me this idea. Crazy idea. I see great potential in it. But I see that man with the idea is not motivated. He's not motivated. And I see that he's lacking. And I look at his work ethics throughout the week or throughout the month in my company, and I see that he's not motivated. He's not putting as much work in it. Why would I invest in that? I'm going to just say no and keep paying him some money and let him do what he needs to do. You know, to make his own company and make it successful. But if I see that that man and that idea is worth my time and my investment, of course I'm going to invest in it. Now he's making money and I'm making more money. You know, because he had the idea, he just needed the money. And I was smart to see that that idea was a good idea and I had the money for it. So the fuck?
And they can't just give everybody 50-50, they'll go bankrupt. You don't understand the record business and you're just yelling out these words exploiting, like you know you're
They
talking.
don't know shit. They don't know shit about what they talking about. They just be talking and yapping because all of this woke society shit, bro. You don't know shit about how things work. You just talking. Give me your money. Shut the fuck up.
About, but you don't.
That's why
they're not exploiting.
That's why there's one Jay-Z and not millions
Exactly.
of them.
I actually
Not
want to
trying to-
ask a question of how you define exploited and why you're saying that.
I'm using exploited in the Marxian term where your labor creates value and then your employer takes that value and distributes it unevenly to themselves and then leaves the rest for the workers. That's exploitation. My name is David.
Bro, exploiting somebody is making them do certain jobs and not paying them enough. Now, if we agree on something, for example, if I say, if I you know, for example, if I know that you have a certain skill, for example, you can paint, and I tell you, paint this room for me. When you paint this room for me, even though this paint job is worth, let's say, $1,000, I only give you 200. That's exploitation. But if I ask you to paint this room for me, and I say, if you paint this room for me, I'm going to give you $300 for it, and you say yes, you agree to it, I'm not exploiting you. You just doing a job. If you don't like this job, you don't have to take it. Same as everybody else that work for billionaires and companies. They like the salary, that's why they take the jobs. If they don't like the salary, they're not going to take the jobs, because at the end of the day, it's my company. It's my idea. It's my hard work that got this company to where it is today. It's my smart move, my smart decisions. So why would I give you a fair amount of money, a good amount of money, just because you work for me? Just because you came in last second and now you helping me do the work, when I've been doing the work for the fucking past 10 years by myself. That don't make no sense. That's it. That's life.
Rigged.
The economy is rigged. Now, how do I feel about this? The economy is rigged. No, the economy is filled with opportunities.
If you're born in a rich family, you have more opportunities. And as someone who is poor, living paycheck.
Of course, but it's not rigged. It's not the economy that's rigged. It's life. It's just life. You know what I mean? Because if I'm born in a rich family, and I have more opportunities, is it because the system is rigged and is going to give me more opportunities? Or is it because if I want to start a business, I can just do it with my family's money? You get me? It's not that the economy and the system, it's life. It's just life. Life is unfair. And that's part.
And to not know where you're gonna sleep. It's just very difficult. You know, it almost feels like a past life of having like everything. You know, I had bags. I had to take my little Michael Kors bags to the pawn shop, take every item of clothing that I had to Plato's Closet so that I could buy a one-way ticket for myself and my child. I didn't know what we were gonna eat. I didn't know where we were gonna sleep. And
Bro, I'm telling you, these people fucking, I don't know, bro. I wish I can just go abracadabra and solve all of that shit. You know, the magical rod. But you know, that shit is not how, this is not how shit works. Shit needs work. It needs dedication. It needs all of that shit. You know what I mean? You need all of that. It doesn't matter. At one point, when you had money, when you were comfortable, and when you were buying those Michael Kors bags, you were not being smart with your money. That's what happens. When you're not smart, with your money, this shit happens. You go broke. When you go broke, you go homeless. When you go homeless, you start having these kind of problems. But when you're smart with your money, like every billionaire and millionaire and rich person is, you will not be afraid of this shit happening to you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my commentary. The magic rod is for scratching my fucking back. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe to my channel. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? What do you think about this whole situation? Let me know. If I was wrong about anything, talk to me in the comments down below. I would love to talk to you guys. And I'll see you on my next one. Peace. Love you.